The lights are bright. It's the very beginning of a new NBA season, all that energy and anticipation.
Right, the usual drama.
But then, boom, the news cycle it completely shifts. It's not about the game anymore. It's about a federal indictment.
And not just any indictment. A legendary NBA coach, a Hall of Famer, is arrested.
And his co-defendants are. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Alleged members of the Bonanno, Gambino, and Genovese crime families.
Yeah.
And the charge, rigging poker games, stealing at least $7 million.
This isn't just another sports scandal. It feels, I don't know, bigger? It's like celebrity culture, high-tech crime, and the Mafia all crashing together.
It's a Hollywood movie, but it's real.
Welcome to Starscope Report.
Join us as we uncover Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and viral influencer scandals.
From red carpet surprises to social media controversies, we dive deep into the stories behind the fame.
And today, we are going deep on this massive federal indictment. It connects an NBA sideline directly to what the feds are calling La Cosa Nostra.
The scale of it is it's staggering. The names involved, the technology. We have to peel this back layer by layer.
Let's do it.
So let's just start with the headline that really shocked everyone.
Chauncey Billups,
head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, former NBA Finals MVP. He's one of 31 defendants.
31?
Charged in these schemes to rig illegal, high-stakes Texas Hold'em games all over the country.
It's just so hard to square that, The man won the NBA Sportsmanship Award.
I know.
And now he's tied up in something that has the Department of Justice all over it. That tells you this is way beyond just some backroom poker game.
Oh, way beyond. The specific charges against him are really serious. We're talking wire fraud conspiracy.
And money laundering conspiracy.
Right. And you have to understand why those specific charges are so important. Each one carries a potential 20-year sentence.
So 40 years combined. That's what's on the table.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are asking, why not just like an illegal gambling charge?
Yep.
Why wire fraud?
That's the key. The feds aren't just going after the gambling. They're going after the massive financial fraud, the structure they built to steal that $7 million.
Okay.
The indictment lays out Billups' alleged role. He and another former player, Damon Jones, were used as face cards.
The human lure.
Exactly. They were there to make it all look legit, to exploit the trust people had in their celebrity status.
Which is where the wire fraud charge comes in. They're using his reputation, his fame, to get these wealthy victims, the fish as they called them, to the table.
And these games were happening in Manhattan, Miami, the Hamptons, Vegas.
So they were using interstate commerce, bank wires, all of it, to facilitate the fraud.
And the scheme organizers, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Right. There was that internal message the FBI found.
Yeah, saying a victim was so starstruck, he acted like he wanted Chauncey to have his money.
Wow. That's so cynical. It's deliberate psychological manipulation.
And then you add the other layer, the organized crime element.
This is where it gets really heavy.
These games were allegedly backed by 3 of the biggest New York crime families: the Bonanno, the Gambino, and the Genovese.
See, that's not just some local bookie operation. When you have 3 families coordinating on one enterprise, that's a highly organized, very serious criminal operation.
This is why the FBI is treating it like a Rigo-level investigation. They even said the whole thing was, quote, reminiscent of a Hollywood movie.
And honestly, if you think the mob connection is the craziest part,
Oh, just wait.
wait till we tell you about the tech they were using to cheat.
Yeah.
It's like something out of science fiction.
Seriously, if you're hooked on these high-stakes scandals, you should probably hit that subscribe button.
Because you're not going to want to miss how they pulled this off.
So, on the legal side, Billups was arrested in October of 25, pleaded not guilty a month later.
And he's out on a $5 million bond.
A $5 million U.S. bond secured by his home in Colorado.
That bond amount alone tells you how seriously the courts are taking this. Plus, the travel restrictions. It all points to his alleged ties to organized crime.
His trial isn't even expected to start until September 2026, so this is going to be a long process.
Okay, so let's get into the mechanics. How did they actually steal $7 million? Because these aren't amateur players they're fleecing.
Right. This wasn't about luck or skill. It was all technology. They completely removed chance from the equation.
So walk me through it step by step.
It all started with the deck. They used these altered shuffling machines, but they had a hidden scanner inside. So the machine would read the entire deck of cards, determine the exact order, and know the winning hand.
Before the hand was even dealt.
Before the first card hit the table.
That is insane. Every single hand was a known outcome to them.
Every single one. Then, step 2, that information gets beamed wirelessly to someone off-site.
A relay.
A relay, yeah. And that person sends the info back in real time, usually by phone, to their guy at the table, the quarterback.
The quarterback or the driver.
And he's the one who knows everything. But he can't just, look at his phone.
No, he's got to be subtle.
So they use these low-tech physical signals. Touching a certain chip, moving something on the table. Tiny little tells to signal to the rest of their team how to bet.
It's that mix of super high-tech gear and, old-school spycraft.
It's brilliant in a terrifying way and almost impossible to catch in the moment.
And that wasn't even all of it, was it?
No. The feds found a whole suite of cheating tech, poker chip trays with hidden cameras inside.
Special contact lenses or glasses to read marked cards.
And the craziest one, X-ray equipment built right into the poker tables.
An X-ray table? You're kidding me. That sounds like a James Bond villain setup.
I know. They went to incredible lengths to make sure the victim had absolutely zero chance of winning.
All while sitting across from a sports hero they trust.
Yes.
The contrast is brutal.
And that contrast gets even darker. Because if the tech guaranteed the win...
The mob guaranteed the payment.
Exactly. Because when these guys realize they're down millions, some of them are going to push back. They're not going to want to pay.
And that's when the muscle steps in. The fraud turns into violence.
The indictments detail it pretty clearly. Assault, extortion, robbery, all to collect on these rigged debts.
They mention specific examples, right?
They do. 2 defendants, Zenhu and Gelardo, allegedly just straight up punched a victim repeatedly to get him to pay up.
So the celebrity glamour disappears pretty fast. And suddenly you're dealing with the enforcement arm of the Mafia.
It's a chilling reality.
And there was even a robbery.
A gunpoint robbery, yeah. But they weren't stealing cash. They were stealing one of their own rigged shuffling machines from another conspirator.
Go away.
It just shows you how valuable that specific piece of tech was to their entire operation. They'd use extreme violence just to protect their infrastructure.
Unbelievable. So this whole investigation, it was huge. And it wasn't just the poker scheme, right?
Right. It was 2 separate but overlapping schemes. And this is where the story pivots back to the NBA's integrity.
And former player Damon Jones is the bridge. He was charged in both the poker scheme and a sports betting conspiracy.
And this is where we get another huge name. Current Miami Heat player Terry Rozier.
Okay, so what was this second?
This one was about insider betting. Using non-public information like a player knowing he's going to miss a game or leave early to place bets that he'll underperform.
They're betting the unders.
Exactly.
This is the exact thing NBA Commissioner Adam Silver has been warning about. Prop bets on individual players are so vulnerable to this kind of thing.
And the indictment gives a really specific example. March 23rd, 2023, Rozier allegedly tells a friend he's going to leave a game early because of an injury.
And that friend and others then go and place bets.
Over $200,000 in wagers on Rozier's under stats.
And did he leave the game?
He played 9 minutes.
Wow. Manipulating your own injury status? That's a direct attack on the integrity of the game.
The NBA saw it that way, too. They put both Billups and Rozier on immediate leave. Made it clear that game integrity is their top priority.
Rozier's defense is fighting back hard, though.
Very hard. His lawyer said he's not a gambler and that the FBI just wanted a photo op with a perp walk.
But the precedent here is really bad for him.
It's terrible. You just have to look at Jonte Porter.
Banned for life.
For life. For doing almost the exact same thing, sharing confidential health info and betting on games.
So Rozier could lose everything. His career, his contract. It could all be gone.
And on the Billups side, you see how seriously they're taking it, too? He's hired Mark Mukasey.
A huge name in white-collar defense.
Which tells you this isn't about sports rules. This is a complex federal fraud case, and they are gearing up for a major fight.
What a story. You've got celebrity, you've got this insane high-tech fraud, violent crime, and a threat to the very core of professional sports.
It's the perfect picture of a modern criminal enterprise. They use a pop culture figure to get you in the door.
Deploy some wild technology to run the scam.
And have the brutal physical backbone of organized crime to make sure they get paid.
I think the big takeaway here is seeing how these criminal organizations have evolved. This isn't just old-school loan sharking anymore. They're using fame and tech to pull off massive systemic fraud.
And maybe here's a final thought for you to chew on. Think about that money laundering conspiracy charge against Billups. The reason his bond was $5 million, the reason he can only travel to 7 states. It's not just because he was at a poker game.
Right.
It's because the federal courts see his alleged connection to violent organized crime and this huge multi-state financial fraud as an extreme threat, a threat that is so much bigger than just gambling.
You've been listening to Starscope Report, where Jordan and Jamie uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.